English and Culture, and I'm here today with Sarah and Khadija.
Hi.
Hey, all right. So we're just coming back from a conference on reverse culture shock. So what is reverse culture shock, you guys?
Well, I think reverse culture shock is when you've spent time living abroad and then you come back and you are not expecting to feel the culture shock that you felt when you went abroad, but you do. You feel like something's different and it's hard to get used to being at home again.
And also another thing is like everything that was familiar to you isn't familiar anymore, and everyone you knew, like they just kind of seem different and you don't really know how to deal, and some people even get depressed because of it.
Absolutely. And where did you guys travel? Where did you live abroad?
I lived in college. I studied in South Africa, and then I also lived in France and Israel.
Oh my God, sounds incredible.
They were all really amazing experiences.
Yeah, and which experience did you have the most intense sense of reverse culture shock?
I think it was the first time I went abroad when I was in South Africa, because that was the first time I had lived in a different country, and when I came back I was expecting, I was kind of disappointed because my ideas and thoughts weren't being challenged in the same way as they had been when I was living abroad.
Absolutely. How about you, Khadija?
I've lived in Saudi Arabia, in Mauritius, in Oman, and now I live in the US.
Yeah.
And I think the place that was like the most shocking to me was moving between Saudi Arabia and the US. Especially since, in Saudi Arabia, all the guys are really respectful to women and they don't, shout at you. And then I came to the US and all the guys were kind of vulgar and burly and I didn't know what to do.
Wow. And how did you deal with that? Like, those feelings? I mean, how did you work through those feelings?
Honestly, I had to, make friends who, like, female mostly, who would say, this is how guys are like in America, it's gonna be okay, and then making friends with guys who were really nice and awesome, and that's how it is.
Awesome. So you got used to it.
Yeah,
you were able to work through it. Cool.
Yeah.
Sarah, how about you? Did you come up with any kind of tactics or techniques or ways of working through your reverse culture shock? Or
I think that for me, I worked to reach out to the international world around me, where I was at my college and also when I graduated from college, because I had such a wonderful experience living abroad that I really wanted to make sure I knew people from the outside of the United States, so I became very involved in the international student groups on my campus, and I continued to surround myself by international students, people from other countries, when I graduated also.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Reach out to the international community when you're back in your home country. Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I enjoyed chatting with you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.